I've always had a very entrepreneurial spirit. I always wanted to have my own business. Just most of the times, it was illegal business. Um, when I was 16 years old, I started selling weed in my community. Um, there wasn't much else to do, like in my hometown. You could either go to church, drugs. You go to right church, you can find both of them. Who knows? Um, I was a church guy, like growing up and all. But like once I got older and like in high school and all, I started to learn that life costs money. Specifically, drugs cost money. The DARE program lied to me. I didn't have a lot of people giving me drugs all the time. But like I was like, yo, if we take this ounce and I nickel and dime it out, I sell 5 nickels or a couple dimes, then we're smoking the rest for free. Economics 101. So I was doing that for part of high school. I was selling drugs to the community, Black Dynamite style, you know? Until I met this gentleman, we're not going to name him. Until I met this gentleman, funny connection, he was my Sunday school teacher's son. And about at the age of about 16, I got introduced to meth. Now, meth costs a lot of money. If you can sell a lot of meth, you're rich. Now, that's what I thought I was going to do with life. I was like, yo, let's get an ounce of this meth. Nickel and dime this shit. I've already been doing it with weed, and I was fairly successful. Did I make money? No. We smoked the profits. But we were grinding, you know? We were making it happen. Every Friday night, you found the boys. We're around. We got it. Won't lie. A lot of the weed was sticking stems. But, hey, supply and demand, bitch. But met this gentleman, started getting myself involved in methamphetamine. Was I smoking it? I plead the fifth. Was I selling it? Yes. Yes. If you actually want to reference back to the story time of when I got arrested, you can actually find out about the time when I got caught up on that shit. But selling meth, you can make a lot of money very quickly. The only problem, I lived in my parents' house. Meth heads don't have a bedtime. You know? I would have people come and knock on my parents' house 3-4 o'clock in the morning when I had school the next day. And I lived in the country. Right? I didn't live in like a city. I lived 2 miles away from a lake. Ironically, it was called Black Lake, which is hilarious because it was full of nothing but black people. Not the lake. Hold on. Not the lake didn't have a lot of black people in it. All right. It was populated around the lake with a lot of black people. All right. Cool. My bad. All right. All right. So I have now a resume of being my own entrepreneur. So I was slinging some hardies, some hard drugs. I was slinging some soft drugs. Molly, it wasn't Molly at the point in time. It was ecstasy. Lortabs, acid, you name it. We were selling it. Everything in between A and Z. Then I started working at Chili's because I was like, yo, I don't have to sell drugs. It can just be a choice now. Because before I couldn't get a job. Got to put food on the table somehow. So I started working at Chili's, and one of my managers, who was a very strange person. It's the best way I can describe him. He was a 28-year-old who liked to hit on like the 17 and 18-year-old servers. So, very strange cat. And then he heard me over talking a drug deal with one of the cooks. And he was like, "Oh, you sell drugs to the community?" Yes. Yes, I do. Here's my resume, and I have references if you need them. Are you looking for somebody to sell your weed? Yeah. All right, cool. Now the guy comes at me. I go to his house. Now he lived on the other side of the lake in a very dark neighborhood. No lights. Very scary. I mean, two 18-year-old white boys have no business down this street. You know? But I was like, fuck it. Hey, we're going to get this bread. We're going to get rich. I pull up at this guy's house. There's a confrontation on the front porch. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just waiting in my vehicle. A couple minutes later, I see some guns get drawn. Now, smart thing to do, we're going to put this car in reverse and we're going to get the fuck up out of here. The Cody thing to do is let's make ourselves involved. So me and my fellow white guy, get out of the vehicle. Hey guys, chill out, calm down. There's no need for this. Come to find out, my manager is about $350,000 worth of heroin in debt to a guy. And they are coming to collect payment. Again, smart thing to do. Maybe we just change our life at this point, you know? Maybe we just get up out of here, thank God, you know, go back to church. You know, we can still sell drugs to church. Done it. No. How do we help you out of this situation, buddy? Shortly, a couple minutes later, I am given a package. I was not told to open package. I was told to deliver package across town into the actual city of the area. And again, have no business what I'm doing, but fuck it, why not? We bring it. It is to an even darker street, an even more fucked up neighborhood that we really have no business being around. About 4 o'clock in the morning. I have class in the morning. We bring this package, and I say, so-and-so sent me with this package. I hope that this is correct. Was correct. Now, what comes next was straight out of a fucking TV show. The motherfucker pulls out a switch knife, hits it, busts out a line of it. That was pure methamphetamine. Motherfucker just took a knifeful to the nose. I don't know about you guys. I've done it like that before. Not fun. I'm sorry. Methamphetamine burns. Your eyes red up. Sucks. Turn out the situation was right. We're all good. This was roughly 3.5 ounces of methamphetamine that I just drove 45 minutes in my truck. Now, situation's done. We can walk away from this. We're done. We're good. We're clean. We got away. I go to work the next morning. A couple coworkers asked me, it's like, hey, have you talked to so-and-so? Nobody's heard from him. He was supposed to be here this morning. He's dead. They killed that poor guy. I am now terrified of the idea of getting myself involved in heroin, because apparently it is super easy to get $350,000 in debt on heroin, and it will cost you your life. A year and a half later is whenever the events of the time that I got arrested happened, whenever I was through a party in my apartment for Halloween. Go check out that story time. And then I got arrested for, methamphetamine with intent to distribute in the state of Louisiana. Looking at 10 to 12 years in prison. Haha, gangster. But that's the time and as close as I've ever came to being Pablo Escobar, which is every white boy's fucking fantasy wet dream, if you ask me. If you guys want to check out my Instagram, it's Cody Mac _comedy, TikTok, Facebook, yada yada, YouTube. Thank you guys for checking out the awesome story.